Hello and welcome to Easy Company Collectibles. Obviously what you see here today is a large piece. A very, very large piece, and no, it's not my ding dong. This is the Infinity Studios 1-to-1 scale Justice League Tactical Bat Infinity Studios. That's what I'll have to say about this piece. I'm gonna go up to it. I'm gonna go through all the details. It's a 1-to-1 scale, so the piece is very intriguing. It's a very, 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 very detailed piece. As you can see, it ain't no Hot Toys. It's a 1-to-1 scale. This thing is the real deal. Let me see if I can turn on the light here and maybe help you. Yeah, I just turned on some overhead lighting. It was a little bit too dark, but this thing is out of the park amazing. Some of you guys may know who Infinity Studios are, but if you don't, Infinity Studios is a upcoming company. I wouldn't say upcoming anymore. To me, they've kind of made it to the show already. As you can see, wow. That face right there, full of detail. We're gonna get into the review soon, but I wanna go over the company. It's making absolutely phenomenal, full-size bust torsos. And as you can see, it's amazing. It's near perfect. And if you're wondering, that right there is not resin painted. It's not polystone painted. That is real medical grade silicone, whatever you want to call it, silicone. And it's gushy. Every little hair is rooted into it. And it's immaculate detail. Now, as you're working way down, the whole bust is a mix of resin and polystone pieces. It does come in 3 separate gigantic large boxes, and there is the base, as you can see there. Even the base is such a hefty piece. It does come in three boxes, like I said, but wow, this is gigantic. So let me go ahead, step in front of it so you guys can see. I'm gonna drop the mic. I'm gonna step away from the mic for a little bit. But here it is. I hope you guys can hear me. Here it is with the it's a little bit far from the mic, but here it is with me sitting right next to it. This thing is absolutely humongous. It's huge. Everything about it, it's so cool. I'm gonna do a little turnaround for you guys so you can see all the way around him. So I'm gonna get close-ups, I'm gonna get all that done. But as you can see, this piece does come off. It's just glasses that goes over his head, and then there's another pair that goes in front of his eyes. I said to myself, I do not want anything blocking this guy out. Sorry for the dangling wire, but I don't want anything blocking this guy out as far as aesthetics. So there's little key-in holes. This piece is a separate piece. This piece is a separate piece. You have to plug those 2 pieces in. Each little gauntlet blade is a separate piece as well. So lots and lots of tiny little pieces that you're supposed to put on afterwards. They're magnetic. These are magnetic. These are magnetic. His thumb goes in with tension to hold this Batarang that comes in separately. We're gonna go over that Batarang in a second. These arms go in with a key. So this, as a whole, was just an amazing thing to put together. Now, let me spin it around real quick before I start judging and talking about it. As you can see, massive, massive arms. I mean, this guy is huge, absolutely. And then as we go on towards the back, beautiful sculpt all the way through. And the attention to detail in the sculpt within itself is absolutely amazing. Everything is just completely like what it looks. I mean, this looks like carbon fiber, parts of Kevlar, metal, these hex screws that's been screwed in. Infinity has done a well done job at even just the cape. Wow, this is a pleather. Now, this is a pleather. I'm not too much of a fan on the pleather side of things, but it'll do. It's a very nice heavy cape. If you wanted this out of the package and you just display it, it's gonna have a lot of wrinkles. So do steam it if you can. As you can see, if you can steam it, I think that's the only way you can get this wrinkle free. But I'm sure after time, it doesn't look too bad. It has a little bit of hard crease here and there, but that's fine. That's fine. Packaging, the way it came, was absolutely amazing. Now, this guy does retail for $2,500 plus the amount of shipping, like $300 shipping, and that's insane. Yes, it is. But you get a really, really, really insane life-size statue. And here's the backside of Batman, as you can see here. Let me turn it around. Absolutely, well, it's kind of dark, but same stuff going on in the back. You can see the JL symbol for the Justice League symbol down there. It's just, wow. It's something else. So let's spin it back around. As you can see, the portrait of Ben Affleck as Batman, Bruce Wayne, whoever you want to call him, is perfect. I mean, it's jaw-dropping amazing when you get this in your collection. As you can see, it's massive. So displaying this piece is not just for the base being 17 inches wide, I think, at the diameter of the widest part, but the arms stick out far. The other arms stick out really, really far in front. I should be in front of the camera, right, instead of these. But it's like you would just sacrifice, you know? You would sacrifice that for a lot of things. This thing's perfect. Now, it is sold out everywhere, but it's still on waitlist on Sideshow. So, with that being said, pick it up while you can. The major part about the putting together things is the head. Now, as you can see, the head is kind of on a wobbly side. There's no magnet holding it together. So that's kind of the only issue with this guy. There's no magnet holding his head. And there's no magnet holding his arms, but there's pins that go in, and it's good. With that being said, I don't think it's going to be an issue because, thank you, Art Statue Collector. Check his channel out. He helped me with assembling this guy because even though it's just two pieces and a head, two arms and a head with a whole torso being the separate piece, it was pretty difficult to assemble. It still had its time for me. I took at least, golly, I want to say a good 45 minutes trying to get this together. Head easy, you pop it on, it just plugs into a big giant keyhole. This arm went in okay. But this arm, it was trouble. It was kind of a bit of a trouble. It didn't really want to go in because the hole in the mold, I guess the mold was a bit thicker, or the paint was a bit thicker than the actual supposed hole was supposed to be or whatever. And I just couldn't get the keyhole in. And I had to get a rubber hammer and just pound it down into the thing. It was scary. Pulling it out is probably going to be the dumbest thing I'm ever going to do because it's not going to want to come out. But that's fine. Some of you looking at this Batarang. Now this Batarang here is, I should sit next to it. Now this Batarang here isn't metal as I was suspecting it to be metal. I've seen some people call it metal. Not even these gauntlets are metal, but that's fine when it comes to the gauntlet. I was wanting a metal Batarang, but I think they do that for design purposes. If they were to do it into a metal Batarang, it would probably be too heavy and it would sag over time because this is resin and polystone. It would give versus the metal's weight. So I'm going to, this is one of the flaws. I have to say Infinity Studios took a step back with the Batarang. Is it a big flaw? Is it something I have to really go out and be like, the statues? No, it's not. Because this statue is absolutely amazing. This statue has 1,000% score out of 100. So this makes it 999%, which is still like 899, 898 above 100. So that's good. I'm going to take this statue's Batarang, basically pull its thumb off, unplug it, and then repaint it. Probably sand it all down, repaint it a very metallic-y sheen, weather it, make it absolutely sick nasty, and put it back in because this really needs some work. So, as far as paint apps go, absolutely amazing. You guys know, I should just pick up the camera. I really want to explain first and then go into details. Some parts, like this being loose and like this part being like tight, I'm like, why can't this be, it's simple, just put a magnet in these plugs. Some things like that, design flaws is like, what? But then it works. it's fine, because once you put the head on, this thing ain't going nowhere. So that's probably where the design came in the engineering. Other than that, everything is amazing. When I first got this, when I first put the head on, I mean, you really can't look at him, you know? Well, you really can't look at him without being scared for a second. It's that good. It's that good on how much detail they put into his face. Now it's time to get the camera. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to take the camera off the tripod and walk around with this guy, because, sorry for all the, I'm showing like all the rest of my office, but just ignore it because we have, let me pull this out. Sorry for the shakiness. I'm running all over my office here, but here is the statue. I wanted to get up close now. As you can see, one problem I had when I opened it was staring at it right in the eyes. You just can't. Let me turn him so you can get a little bit of eyeball action right there. That is just amazing. I mean, wow, you know? Here we go into the scary part. Oh my God, like look at that stubble. You can really see every single detail, every little pore, every little nook and cranny. Let's go deeper. You want to see something even nastier? Yeah, a mole. A cancerous mole. I'm just kidding. But man, even if you look underneath, wow, that is something. So that's crazy. The head sculpt is done absolutely well. I mean, this thing is stupid good looking. Now, they talk about Madame Museau's wax figures or whoever it is, I think in California. And you go there and you go as a tourist attraction. You can't have stuff like that. I mean, nobody makes that stuff. And to think now you have this in your collection, you can own something like that. It's just unbelievable. Now, Infinity Studios is competitioned with Queen Studios, as we know. Hey, Ben. And Queen, to me, is Grail status. Queen has a lot of Grail status going on, but Infinity, when it comes to Infinity Studios is Holy Grail. Now, I like the fact that they did go with the choice to make a full bust, torso, with arms, and beautiful, beautiful design all the way through. I mean, it's just amazing. I can't go wrong with that. You just can't go wrong with the arms. I know it's kind of a design flaw being with a display option, but, I mean, I don't even have space, but it's damn right. Outright amazing. I have to every video. I don't care if you unsubscribe for that, but here we're gonna go into details on the cowl. As you can see there, like, it looks like stitching and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't really know, like, where. I believe this might be the Kevlar. This mimicking maybe the carbon fiber, and stuff like that. There are some places that was soft, but it was under the cowl. And that was funny because I'm looking at it now. I'm like, I see what you did. You made the mistakes under the cowl. As you can see, here is the bat symbol on his chest. Everybody knows this is the tactical suit Batman. So that's what it's going to be. Oh, forgot to talk about the eyes while I'm at it. I should get my phone out and show you, because the eyes is quite hard to pick up under this top light, really. So, wow, there it is. As you can see, sorry for shaking the camera so much, but I just have to get in. As you can see, around there is his skin, which is the silicone material, which is soft at the touch. I recommend you not touching it so much because the oils of your skin and all that imperfections of your human body can really manipulate and damage the silicone. But as you can see, there is the eyes, if it wants to focus. It wants to focus, yes. And the eye pupil, if you look at it for a while, eyelashes, everything hand punched. So that's amazing. The beard and everything, the eyes are just freaking menacing. It's just menacing how freaking awesome. Like, look at the eyes. They're glass eyes. They use glass eyes for this. So, like I said, amazing attention to detail. You can see a lot of dry brushing type weathering on his cowl. Very nicely done. You can see through each ridge, hacksaw ridge. You can see through each ridge and all that. So all that jazz, it's all jazzy from here, guys. Just, I mean, oh my God, so sexy. I cannot believe I didn't kiss this thing yet. But we're gonna move down to his chest, as I was saying, and his chest going down to his abs. Everything is just awesome. Everything is awesome. I really do. I mean, golly, man, look at this. Wow, it's something. I tell you what, it's something else. And then the base. The base is very reminiscent of the Bat. You know, the Bat, the Batmobile, the Bat, his big giant chip. Very industrial, you know. For a business guy, he's very industrial. Amazing, just amazing base. Very, very nicely done. Here we go around and around. But boom, 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 boom. Arms were moderately heavy. This is the one that's hard to put on. Like I said, hammering it in, very, very hard to do. Not recommended. Towards the back, you can see where the gap is right here. I can almost, well, no, it's not too bad of a gap, but I mean, you can see where you can press him down. So that's a thing right there. Other than that, I mean, these pieces come off the gauntlet blades, and they are labeled, you know, like 1. So then you look on here, R1 for his right hand 1, and plug it in magnetically to there. But I don't know where to go with this guy. He's just damn amazing. And shipping, he didn't get, hey Manda, what's up? He didn't get damaged in shipping at all. Very lucky, but the box, it's very packed. It's very well packed. It's safe. It's really safe. So, where else I'm missing? This guy has a lifespan of 20 years for the silicone. So if you're worried about that, don't get too worried. They do last you a long time if well taken care of. And other than that, I see no imperfections. I mean, there are some pieces where, as you can see here, it does look a little plasticky. But then if you think of the real material, you start to see the real material, like the leather that would be here. Thick leathers, armor, or whatever, you know? So there's the inside where it's sticking out, kind of, just to show you that there is attention to detail every what way you go. The arms are massive. I don't know, like a lot of people say, I don't know if this is the size of Ben Affleck, but I'm like, I don't know if this is the size of Ben Affleck. I don't know. But everything is so well done. There are some flaws when you go up to pieces like this. When you go up real close and you go and you look and you're like, oh, a brush stroke. Oh, a brush stroke. Oh, look, a brush stroke here. But it, as a whole, I mean, you can see it here too. Where is it? Here. But as a whole, I mean, this thing is absolutely worth every penny. The money you put into this thing is amazing. And just look at it. How can you not like something like that? It's absolutely amazing. Now it stands, I would say, about 3 feet tall up to the tippy top. I want to say 3 feet, maybe 4 foot, because that's 3 feet, the Batman in the corner. So, wow. I mean, this wasn't really a review. It was more of a show and tell. It's just massive. It's absolutely massive. And it's amazing. It's really, truly amazing. For reference, here's my DSLR. I'm going to put my DSLR here so you guys can see. I mean, it's massive. You saw me next to it. There's a DSLR. It's absolutely beautiful. Nothing to take away from this guy. This guy absolutely has a presence. And I keep on going on about his his little stubble and stuff. That's crazy right there. That's crazy with the amount of detail. Like I said, here's a little close-up of the Batarang. Let me move it in the light. It's so big, I have to keep shifting it. As you can see, it's not bad, but it's very matty and plasticky. It doesn't have any oomph to it, so I'm gonna add up to it. Also, it does come with a pamphlet on how to care and all that stuff. And if you're wondering what number I got, here it is. Number 346, Certificate of Authenticity. Infinity Studios with Penguin Studio toys or whatever. And cool stuff. I mean, cool stuff right there. And it's an experience, you know. It's an experience to open up something this big and this in charge, really. I really enjoy opening it. It was a fun experience. And you look at it. And I don't know, this may be my escape to statues because that Joker by Infinity Studios is looking promising. And all my Hot Toys is looking like it's going down the deep end. It's looking more and more like toys. I mean, it is what it is, but I love these busts. This wasn't cheap at about $3,000 shipped and taxed, but $4,000, we're talking a whole new level. Who knows? We'll see what's going on in the next future of the channel and whatever and whatnot. Evolution like Pokemon. So here it is one more time. I don't know. What else you want to see? I want to show you guys everything. Arms are beautiful. Now this one is just making a fist down here, as you can see. Man, beautiful piece. So this wasn't really a review. I want to say this is an overview of something that's downright damn perfect. And here he is. The bottom of the base, which is that somewhere down there, was pretty cool. I mean, I like what they did with the bottom of the base. It had pretty good design. But for me to show you right now, would have to me pick this thing up, and I think it weighs just about 100 pounds with everything assembled and put together. So that's kind of hard. That's really hard, guys. Does this not look like carbon fiber to you? In person, you can really see the detail, but the way they made the light reflect this material made it so that it's carbon fiber. I mean, you can't say it's not, right? And then here, close up on the base as well. Justice League, as you can see right there, and then going up. The back doesn't have too much of detail, but it's the back. It's expected. Don't know where to put this guy. This guy gets a perfect, I'm just kidding. 10 out of 10. The price is quite amazing. People think this is $4,000, which now they're doing it. This, I believe, was a promotional piece to get them in the game, and it got them in the game solidly. I mean, this thing is absolutely amazing. The attention to detail. Look at the way the 4K camera is picking up all this detail is just utterly insane. So, just look at all that beauty. Now, if you see it and you're like, oh man, I want one, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard because it's sold out. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. I'm just kidding. Perfect 10 out of 10, guys. If you're new to the channel here, make sure you subscribe. We just hit 10,000 subscribers. Like the video. I hope this guy's presence was enough for you, because what more do you need? You know? Wow. Beautiful, beautiful thing. I hope I'm not missing out on anything. This video is everywhere, because I've never reviewed something like this. This is crazy. I mean, I've done the Prime 1 before. I got Prime 1 pieces on order and coming. But wow. The cape is nice. What I see on YouTube is a lot of people don't know how to pose a cape or do his cape. So I like to fold it nicely and have it all beautifully flowy and not too jaggedy and stuff like that. So you got to do this little fold, and it's nice. It's elegant. Looks so good when you know how to fold the cape, and it just finishes his look. I see some people with the cape all the way up to his neck and flapped over, and I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here? I'm just OCD like that. But wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that profile. Look at that profile. Wow. Alrighty, guys. I better go because this has been it. We're done for the day. Review or overview or preview, I don't know what you want to call it, is done. And that's it for me on Easy Company Collectibles. Hopefully this is a new stage of collecting. Oh, let's do a Mando bust. Infinity, Mando, Star Wars now. No? Maybe so? Soon? I think so. Who wants to give that mouth a kiss? I would. I mean, I didn't already. I'm just saying, you know, all right? Oh, Ben.